Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. We are up again early in the AM. It is 3:34, and we are done for the day. Again, 3:34 a.m. in the morning on September 12th. Nope, September 22nd. Up again early. We are done for the day. We are green on another stock that is considered not an A plus or an A on the True Telos Trading grading scale. We may have found a sweet spot for ourselves in trading. Let's go ahead and get into that stock of the day. The stock that we traded this morning, the ticker was QLGN. Again, today is September 22nd, 2025. The stock had absolutely no news as it is 3 o'clock in the morning. Companies normally don't put out any type of news until later on in the morning or later on in the afternoon. This would be a zero. The stock's float was below 10 million shares. As a matter of fact, it was only 1.7 million shares, so this would be a 2. It was trading well above the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average was about $3.20. The stock, when I bought it this morning, was trading at about $10.15. This will be a 2 here. It had a gain of the day of over 100, close to, I'm thinking 200%. This will be a 2 or a 1 here. It was just over $10. I would mark this off as a 1 because the high of day that we were looking at, or the all-time high on this stock we were looking at, was about $9 and 65 cents or maybe 60 cents. And we wanted to get in right before the break of that all-time high, but we didn't. So we bought it at close to $10.15. This would be a 0 here. It was among the top 3. It was either the number 1 or number 2 stock on the day or on the morning. So this would be a 1 here. And it did reach all-time highs. This would be a 1 here. If we add all of these together, this gives us a score of 7. And according to our True Telos Trading grading scale, a score of 7 is a B quality good stock. So again, we're having these stocks pop up in the morning where we see an opportunity to get in on a trade on them just because of the experience that we have and the patterns that we see. Let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded that stock today. This is our stock that we traded this morning, QLGN. It was the number 2 stock in the morning. I traded it in this area, as you can plainly see, the candles where I bought and the candle where I sold. So I entered this trade over here on this candle. It right at the beginning of the morning, 2 minutes after open, it spiked up to new highs. $10 from $9.96. Only 4-cent gain from that all-time high, but still an all-time high. I didn't enter over here because that just seemed like it was a little bit too soon. We do see MACD separation right here, but at 3:02 in the morning, that's a little bit too soon for me to try to hop into anything. I like to let the market develop before I try to enter a trade. So I did enter it over here, and I wish I would have gotten out closer to this high of 11:30, but I was expecting it to move a little bit higher. I actually got out on this candle here, and I wish I would have filled a little bit higher. Right when I pressed that sell button to sell all of my orders, I got a quick drop in this price, and I don't know why that. I've been seeing that happening quite a lot here in the morning. So we'll get closer into the trade, but let me take you to the number 1 stock this morning so you can see what I was looking at. So this is our number 1 stock in the morning, PLTS. It made a huge move, and this was like a 500-600% move. So after seeing this, I was expecting our stock that we traded to do a little bit more of the same, which is why I was a little bit more patient and waiting on it. This thing went all the way from Uh, a low of $10.38 all the way up to $51.19. That was a huge move. So why did I not trade this stock this morning? I didn't trade this stock this morning because right now it made that huge move on less than 100,000 shares of volume. When I saw these candles moving up like this, they were on such little volume that I didn't think I could get in. It seemed like a trap to me. Normally, if I don't see a lot of volume on stocks like this, I get in and I can probably fill a full position, but I wouldn't be able to get out. I would be trying to sell my shares, and because there's so little liquidity in the market or in this stock period, I'd be trying to press that sell button, and I'll be getting a fail sign like I did this last Friday and trading that last stock. I would try to sell shares and it wouldn't let me sell, and then it would probably get all the way up to here and spike all the way back down here. I bet you a lot of traders got trapped on this candle here at 51 trying to get out as it came back down, probably losing about $15 to $20 a share. That's not something that I would like to do on this account at all. So that's the reason why I didn't trade uh, this big movement right here. I really felt that with the little volume that I saw going into this stock, that I would not be able to get in and out as cleanly as I would on a stock that's moving off of 2 million shares like the one that I traded this morning. So let's get back to the stock that we traded this morning. Let's take you to our order window so you can see where we got in and where we got out. So we bought full position on this stock at 3:15 a.m. in the morning. Like I said, we're going to let the market develop. We're not going to enter a trade as soon as the market opens. That's how we catch a mean spike up and a big spike down. That's something that we definitely don't want to do. So after we saw price break all-time highs, we went ahead and entered a trade on this stock. On this candle, MACD is positive. Our moving averages are positive. The blue, which is the 9, was over the yellow, which is the 20. I normally don't trade going off the volume weighted average price, but I do like to see what other traders are seeing. I'm betting a lot of individuals bought as it bounced off of that volume weighted average price. But right after it broke that higher day for that second time, I went ahead and pressed that buy button, and I filled at 10:15 on this candle. It spiked all the way up here. Close to like 11:20, but that was only for like a millisecond. Spiked up there and then came back down. When it came back down, I should have sold right here, but like I said, since we had a stock that moved up 500% and then came back down, I was expecting this one to kind of do the same. So I was expecting a big move. A little bit presumptuous, but hey, that's us as traders. So it came back down a little bit here, and I'm looking at MACD. MACD isn't crossing at all. I'm looking at volume here. I have a lot more shares of volume on that first initial spike up candle than the other two. And with MACD not crossing, I held on for a little bit, but I was still a little bit anxious because we don't have a super defined strategy to how we're trading in the morning. We are going off a lot of momentum of what we see with these stocks that are breaking all-time highs. So when I saw it spike back up here, it hit right here at 1090, and I pressed that sell button. It spiked right back down to that 43, which I was able to, or 49, which I was able to sell my whole position at. And with 329 shares, today's profit was about $119. Let me go ahead and be 100% sure. Today's profit was $112.25. So it is a positive day in the morning. As we've been doing pretty good on these stocks that we are trading in the early AM. So this might be something that I have to continue doing to be profitable on the account. I really don't like getting up this early, but we may have found a sweet spot for ourselves while we are trading. So we're going to continue to do it. If you like this content, please don't be afraid to like and subscribe, and welcome to True Telos Trading. We may have found a sweet spot for ourselves while trading in the early AM. I'm seeing a lot of movements that I can get in on while it doesn't match the True Telos Trading grading scale as a stock that is A quality. The the movements that I'm seeing are things that I know to trade just based off my experience. They are a lot cleaner when I'm looking at them in the morning, especially when they are breaking all-time highs. These are setups that I can get in on to try to capitalize on that price movement, and I think I'm going to continue to do so. Trading in the early AM, I'll continue to look at everything as the market progresses, especially in the afternoon, to see if we are still getting those stocks that are an A plus according to the True Telos Trading grading scale, and then make a decision on whether I want to keep on waking up in the AM to trade the movements that I see, the early momentum, or if I want to go back to trading in the in well, still the morning, but later on in the morning, about 5:30 to 7:30, just so I can see if the stocks are popping up, meeting that A plus quality of the True Telos Trading grading scale, to see if I can make an even bigger profit in that morning. If you love this content, please don't be afraid to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask me. I am an open book when it comes to everything. I have a million questions for you as well. I'm going to go ahead and go back to sleep. I hope you all have a great day, and welcome to True Telos Trading.